volume's okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry? Oh, okay. It's fine. We can turn up. First of all, I'm glad that you're here. Actually, that's it. All right, I'm gonna play. No. Hold on. Okay, I got you. Thank you. All right, that burned some time. Thanks for listening. Thank you to Peter and Cyrus for the help. It's so nice to be back here. This room is sacred, and getting to play here once was cool. I didn't think I'd get another chance, so I'm really happy that Robert asked me to play with him. I met Robert, I guess over a year ago now at a Tumult show. I can't remember how it came up. I think he was at the merch table, and he mentioned something about my fingerstyle guitar. And I was just, anytime someone in the Tumult sphere actually pays attention to it, I'm like, oh, thank you. And then he kind of did I'm something of a fingerstyle guitarist myself, but I think he was kind of bearing the lead a little bit. So it was nice to see him in action, because it's a full assault on the senses. There's so much to take in, and it's awesome. And it makes me if I took something seriously, I could be that good. I could be a good guitar player someday if I put in the work. And I don't know, it might be evident, I really like guitar, and I really like guitar players. And it's nice when you meet someone who's so talented, but they're so easy to talk to about it. Because sometimes you meet guitarists, and it's like talking to a brick wall, or they just don't have time for you, whatever it might be. So, but I'm so moved by the instrument. So where was I? I said I was moved by the instrument. Yeah. I'm gonna play a couple songs now in a row. Because the more I play, the less I have to talk. Yeah, you know, Robert was saying my songs are long and their stories. Sort of, I find if I keep playing, something good might happen. So I just keep looking for that. So it goes on and on and on. Robert mentioned a guitar player by the name of Don Ross, and I think he did you know he did, you know, I don't know how to sell Don Ross as like a fixture in like my music listening life for the last almost 20 years. These two songs, the first one doesn't sound like him, but the one after is like a Don Ross song to me. You like guitar players, you learn how to play like them, or like a facsimile of them, like if they had broken hands, because you're not as good as them. And then you try to synthesize it, internalize it, whatever, and then you push it out, and then you try to put your own spin on it. So this is like kind of my attempts at it. Something like that. Thank you. How long have I been playing?
Not long enough.
Okay, that's great. If it's okay with you, I'd like to play 3 more.
Sure. That sounds good.
Brace for impact. I'm gonna try to blow through these, cause you know, overstaying your welcome is not the best move. It's hot in here, but it's not that bad. If you go, like, last summer I had to play in, like, Orlando, Florida on, like, a triple Fahrenheit day in a packed sardine can with not a lot of air pushing out, and that sucked. This is better. It was a good show, though. Sometimes when you play guitar, I'm probably guilty of this as a spectator of guitar players, is, like, you'll be playing. I don't look up when I play solo shows because I'm too scared. But when I play in my main band, Newel, I have a shred of more confidence, and I like to see people having a good time because it's upbeat music. And in Orlando, I had this one guy just right in front of me, just like looking, and he was so fucking serious about it, and I just was like, am I blowing it or like not? And I remember, like, there's, like, a couple solos, and they're, like, over a minute long, and they're hard, and I just cleared them so well. It was like, I gave myself flying colors. And I'd look at the guy, and he just looked so pissed. And I was like, what did I do? And then I was kind of hoping, and then, like, we finish, and he's gone. And I was like, you didn't even say hi to me, man. Man, you put me on edge for an hour. You could at least, you know, say hello. Instrumental music's funny because there's no lyrics to tell you what the song's about. The song is purely about what I feel when I play it. And a lot of the songs I play are about fate, I guess, or, you know, admitting failure, I guess. And I think about fate a lot. The other week I was in Pittsburgh for a gig. I went to a spectate, and it was in an arena. And there was these 3 guys in front of me, and they were just, before the band started, hammered. Absolutely, like, getting after it. And that's fine. It was a Fish gig, so you kind of expect that behavior at those shows. And then the row in front of me, these 2 people show up, and they look like they're not the vibe. Like, you know, you meet people, everybody at Fish shows, you see them, they all know the cues, they know the words, they know everything. When you see people who don't know the cues, it's kind of interesting because it's like, this is your first time seeing the greatest thing on the planet. How are you going to respond to it? Because you know how people feel about the Beatles? Like, that's like Fish for me. Anyways, these 3 guys are just yelling something. It's a couple, a guy and a gal. And they're just yelling something at the guy. It's like 2-syllable word. I can't make it out. And then they finally tap him on the shoulder. And they go, "Are you Pete Hegseth?" Now, if you don't know who that is, that's the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America. He's a horrible man. Like, known, like, just, you know, well, I mean, he's a rapist. He's a terrible person. But, like, this guy's like, I'm not Pete Hegseth. And they're like, can we get a picture? And he's like, no, like, I'm not Pete Hegseth. And then they proceed for the rest of the night to flirt with his date. And she's into it. So I'm watching this guy who looks like Pete Hegseth get actively cucked at a Fish show. And it made me think a lot about, like, you know, it's like, what did that guy do to deserve his fate? You know what I mean? Now, but I was thinking about it, though. Maybe in the right area, though, looking like Pete Hegseth gets you a lot of play. So you have to look at both sides of it, I guess. bothering me too much. Sorry. I can work with that. Thank you. Okay, I'll play 2 more. I'll blow through them. No stories. It'll be fun. I really appreciate you all listening. It's, I don't get to do this much, and it's always so nice when I do. One day I'll even be able to look at you guys. But not yet. Getting there. There's a guy who lives in Hamilton. I thought I was not going to tell stories. There's a guy who lives in Hamilton, Ontario. His name is Sean Pearson. He runs a studio called Boxcar Sound. And every Tomb Mold record, another metal band I do, Dream Unending, every record I make, I record with him. And how do I say this? There's a few things in life that keep you going. And that's one of them is going to make music with him. It's like, I think I've done something like 10 or 12 full-length records at that studio. And it's just, every time it's better and better. This next song he's had to listen to for 2 different album sessions. So whenever I play it, I think of him. This is about being in a band. When you're in a band long enough, it's like being in a platonic polycule. I don't recommend it. It's called I Carry Your Burden. Okay, here we go. last song. Thanks again. I didn't bring any stuff to sell. Buy Robert's stuff instead. I don't even like money. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
That was great.